we started out the way I wanted to. I thought we started out really aggressive and getting some things that we wanted, and then I thought we got a little lax and didn't play quite as hard or as well in the second quarter. Thought we came out in the third quarter and played our style of ball. Yeah, I thought we were a little bit um, more loose. We played harder on defense. We were in the right spots. Um, and I thought that set the tone for us. That's the way we want to play, the way we started and the way we played in the third quarter.
You mentioned you came out in the third quarter with a lot more enthusiasm. Can you walk us through your halftime speech?
You don't want to know that. No, no.
What points? What were you? What points did you make to your team
You know,
about
I
what's important?
challenged Taylon. Um, uh, and Taylon played a really good first half. She's guarding their best player. I thought she played really hard and really, really well on the defensive end. But I thought she rested on the offensive end. So she's got to be able to do both. So I did challenge her. I challenged Celia, Dion, pretty much all of them, just to be better. Talia, I felt like she came out and she hit a couple of shots. Then she missed one, and then she started trying to force it inside. So just trying to get them to relax, have fun with it. I did not want them to have fun and then celebrate and then not get back on defense. So we are going to talk about that tomorrow. But I did challenge them to just be better and play our style of ball.
Talia's first game, and there was none of this easing her in and bringing her off the bench. She played 33 minutes and started. What did you see from her tonight?
Um, she was ready to play. I mean, that kid is hungry. She's coachable. She has fun. You know, she's a big kid. She loves to have fun, and when she's having fun, she play well. Um, I just saw her getting into her groove. This is what you saw is exactly who she is. One of her goals is to be better defensively, and then another goal is to be more consistent on the offensive end. So be efficient, and I thought she was. I mean, you'll take 50% any night. So I thought she did what she needed to do. I did not like the turnovers. But she had six at halftime. She had one in the second half. So, and that was early in the third quarter. So after that, she settled in and played the way I needed her to play.
Coach, how important is it to get these three wins at home before you guys go on a pretty brutal month-long road trip?
It was very important, and it was important to try to continue to build on the last game. I thought this game would definitely be a challenge because of their motion that they run, and it was. I thought we just came out and played really, really well in the third quarter and kind of got away from them, but it was a challenge. It's different. We play a couple of teams like this in the SEC. So that's why I like playing this team because they're different. They run motion the entire game. So you just have to rely on your defensive principles. There's no set thing that they do. So that's a big challenge, and I felt like we got better during the ball game at guarding it.
Coach, we saw a couple of different lineups out there tonight. One with Jordan at the one and Talia at the two. With Talia coming back, what did you learn about your team and how you're going to deploy those lineups when you guys go to Oregon?
We have a couple of kids that can play, multiple positions. There was one time in there where I had Marshawn at the one and Jordan at the two. So we work on that, and it was unfortunate that we had some kids out, but it has helped because I was able to move some kids around and play them at different spots. So they were pretty comfortable in there. I wanted Jordan to get the experience of playing the two and coming off those screens, but also Talia. Talia is really good with the ball in her hand. So even if I have Jordan or Marshawn at the one, I may play Talia at the top to have the ball in her hand to create stuff. So just kind of creating mismatches and trying to figure out, giving the opponent some different looks.
This team obviously has a lot of new faces on it, and you're coming off a game where Deanna Gaston scores almost 40, and you put Talia in the lineup, and she scores almost 30. I just kind of wanted to hear you speak about the selflessness of this team.
Oh, they are, and when Marshawn went in and Talia was hot, she kept going to her. She found a way to keep getting her the ball, and then when when Talia wasn't hitting, they found a way to get it to Deanna when Deanna got hot. So, and there was times when they both had mismatches, so they just found the open person. I thought Tay came in the third quarter, and she had a mismatch, so they were finding her. And that's what it's about. They are a very unselfish team. Jordan was Talia's biggest, and Marshawn, biggest cheerleader over on the bench. They were talking to her. They were, because she hadn't been out there with us a lot, but they were telling her, hey, you got to go back. You got to do this. So they were coaching her over on the bench. They could have been pouting because both of them been in the starting lineup, but it is a very unselfish team. But I just let them know everybody's going to have their moment. Just be ready when your number is called. And I think this team is really good at it.
Coach, 24 turnovers for us tonight. That was your defensive identity last year. It's carried over to this year. Can you talk about the balance of keeping that defensive intensity, but also improving on the scoring end and making sure that guys get back on defense?
Yeah, we're going to practice on that get back on defense thing, celebrating while getting back. No, but yeah, I just that's our identity. That's what we do. We work on being up the line. Just we guard that motion in our every day in our defensive segment. So it's what we do. If we're in the right spots, we're gonna force turnovers. We're gonna get steals. That's our identity. That's what we do. We take pride in that. So a lot of times we score off of our offense. So, it makes it easier and it take a lot of pressure off our point guards to have to run something all the time. So I did put in a couple of secondary looks for them, and we probably got it maybe 2 or 3 times, but they were looking for it. So we'll continue to work on that because I do think if we're running the floor, Deanna runs the floor, and she's open a lot, but we miss her because we're jogging the ball up or we don't advance it. So we're looking to do a little bit more of that.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, War Eagle.